Hey guys, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this quick video, I want to share with you guys just one more of the many food security threats that we as a society face in our future. And in this case, that's the coming banana apocalypse. Bananas have been an important part of the human diet for pretty much all of our history, and they continue to play a key role in our international food economy today. And to understand this, we're going to take a brief look at their history as part of the human diet. Alongside figs for food and bottle gourds for containers, it's speculated that bananas were some of the first fruits to be cultivated by early nomadic humans, alongside or not long after rice and other staples. And bananas continue to be an important part of the diet in their native lands. Early bananas would have been very starchy and much more like plantains than what we Americans call bananas, but they would have been a very nutritious source of food for early humans. And as they've been cultivated and engineered over time, they become larger and sweeter until we came about the Gros Michell variety, which really revolutionized the banana trade and brought them to the attention of the international economy during a period of time when Western expansion was bringing things like coffee and tea to the attention of international merchants. This brought about revolutions in things like trade. For instance, the production of fast boats capable of transporting produce over the oceans, banana boats, and the implementation of faux democracies in regions where exotic trade goods were cultivated, banana republics. The Gros Michel variety of bananas is a very large, very sweet, and hardy banana which grows in bunches of hundreds of bananas. This variety lent itself very well to international trade because the bunches of bananas could be piled into cargo holds and train cars and transported en masse. But there was a problem with the way that they were cultivated. Many varieties of bananas are cultivated through an essentially cloning process in which shoots or suckers from an original plant are transplanted and grown into their own whole plant. The problem here is that these lack genetic diversity, and any disease that the original plant is susceptible to is just as effective against all of those clones. And this is exactly the pitfall which caused the near extinction of the Gros Michel variety of banana. In the late 1800s or early 1900s, the tropical race 4 disease, commonly known as Panama disease, spread like wildfire through Gros Michel cultivations and pretty much destroyed all of the crops. And if it wasn't for the discovery of the Cavendish variety, which was somewhat resistant to Panama disease, the banana trade likely would have collapsed. As it is, because the Cavendish banana isn't as efficient in trade because it needs to be crated and protected against damage, the international banana trade took a huge hit and became much less appetizing to large-scale merchants, as was coffee and tea. But the banana continues to be a very important part of the international food diet. In some years, the banana growth equals 114 metric tons. This is only 30 metric tons less than the amount of rice that China can eat in 1 year. And so this gives us a good idea of just how many bananas there are being eaten in the world at one time, and how many calories that would need to be replaced with from other sources of food. And in a world where our caloric needs are often being juggled back and forth with burgeoning and growing economies, this would be a very hard burden to bear because although the average American only eats 27 pounds of bananas in a year and would perhaps be able to find this from other sources of food, the loss of so much food on an international economy, again, would be devastating. And this is something that we face as Panama disease is showing mutations which are particularly effective against the Cavendish variety. And although the Cavendish variety only accounts for a portion of the vast majority of native banana consumption, this loss would be huge to the international food economy and cannot be overstated. This is definitely something to keep an eye on, as the loss of even a minor staple food will cause disaster for many regions and even for the international food economy. I hope this was interesting, and I hope that you guys will share any comments that you have on the topic down below. As a bonus fact, there is a myth that the artificial banana flavoring that we all agree does not taste like a common banana may actually have originally been based off of the Gros Michel flavoring, which many agree tastes almost fake compared to a Cavendish banana. And although some drift would have occurred in the laboratory over time, it is interesting to think that perhaps that artificial banana flavoring was exactly what our great-grandparents thought of a banana as. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned with Let's Talk About Prepping for more future videos. Stay safe out there, everyone.